Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my second day of Alice week. If you don't already know, I'm basically doing a series on the Alice Through the Looking Glass palette by Decay, and yesterday I did my look inspired by the Alice row, and today I'm excited because I got to use the Mad Hatter row. And basically what I did, because it's the Mad Hatter, I wanted to go and do something a little bit more unique. So what I've done is I've used this orange shade on the inner corners of both eyes, and then on my right eye I went in with Hatter, which is the green shade, and then on my left eye I used Cake. Then I basically just smoked out my lower lash line with Gone Mad and blended Cake even further down, quite far down on my lower lash line as well, and then I just used a shit ton of blush. Anyway, if you are interested in seeing how I got this look, then please keep watching. Oh, and if you are also interested in seeing my look from yesterday, then I will leave the link below for you. Okay, so my eyes are all primed and ready to go. The first shade that I'm going to use is this green shade here called Hatter. And I'm basically just going to place that on, I guess, like 2/3 of my lid. I'm not actually sure what I'm doing yet. I haven't practiced this look at all. I'll just grab my mirror. So I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but we'll see. So let's start about here, maybe, just on the outer half. So I'm not taking it above the crease, I'm just keeping it on the mobile lid because I do want to blend it out. I'm just using my Naked 3 brush that came with the Decay palette. I really like this flat one here for really packing the colour on. And I'm actually going to take this fluffier side to add this shade here called Paradox. So this is a really beautiful orangey shade. And that's going to go on this inner part here. I'm going to drag it slightly over that green. And then I'm just going to take a Real Techniques base shadow brush and start blending those more. And then I'm going to start blending the edges as well. And now I'm going to start taking that green up into the crease. I'm just going to get it to join that orange colour we laid down. Okay, so you should have something that looks like that. Now I've just powdered under my eyes, so any fallout should just wipe away, but I will warn you, like with most Urban Decay shadows, you do get fallout with these. So just keep a big fluffy brush at your side, or do your makeup, your foundation after your shadow. So the next shadow I'm going to use is this one here called Cake. And I've just wiped off that same brush. I'm just going to apply that again to the outer corner. So we're doing a different colour on this eye. This is the Mad Hatter, so we want it to be pretty out there. So once again, I'm taking that orangey Paradox colour on the inner part and slightly over the pink, just like we did with the green. I'm going to put that orange shade slightly more into my inner corner. I guess kind of where the highlight would go. Although I might use some highlight as well. I quite like the way that looks. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping. Okay, right, we are then going to take a blending brush. I've got the Real Techniques shadow brush, base shadow brush again. Take more of that Cake shadow on the blending brush, and then I'm just going to very lightly start blending this. I am taking this down quite far. Just blend out that top a bit more there. Really get it nice and blended down there. That's better. That's more like what I want. Cool. Right, I've spent like a million years blending that out, and I could spend like a million more, but I think we need to move on. So I'm going to put that brush down and pick up my Sigma E30 pencil brush, and this is loaded already with Gone Mad, which is this aubergine purple kind of colour, and that's going to go directly under the eye. Okay, I'm just going to take my powder brush again and kind of wipe away as I go. Next thing I'm going to do is take this NYX Epic Black Mousse liner, one of my little Maybelline eyeliner pencils that I really like using with this stuff, more so than my Real Techniques fine liner brush or the MAC 266. For some reason I feel like I can get a more precise line with this. I don't want to speak too soon because now I'm just going to mess it up. So I start kind of between that green and that pink, following that lower lash line upwards. Okay. Ooh, and breathe. And then come back on ourselves. It's going to be quite thick by the looks of it, but that's okay. I'm going to use my NYX Slide On Eyeliner. I'm going to tightline. I'm going to pop some in my waterline as well. Right, I'm going to coat my lashes with Urban Decay's Perversion liner. Mascara, even. Just a little thin coat on the top. Okay, the lashes I'm using are actually some Halloween lashes that I got on clearance on Boots. So I'm not sure that they're available anymore. I got them for like £2. And they're these like cool little fishnetty lashes. So I just thought they might be fun to play around with. Okay, the lashes are on. They are not the easiest lashes to apply. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Sleek makeup highlighting palette. This is the Solstice highlighting palette. And I'm just going to use this colour here called Subsolar. And kind of apply a little bit of that as a highlight. And apply just a little bit around here, just next to that orange shade too. Okay, so that is the eyes all complete. We're going to move on to the rest of the face. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of contouring. And I just washed my 301 brush, so that's not dry. So I'm going to go back to the old school Real Techniques contour brush. And just apply this cheekbones. I'm going to take it right around the forehead area. And I just take the tiniest bit. I literally just do that with my brush a couple of times. It's kind of easier to control then, especially if you're fair skinned like me. I'm just using the E25 blending brush by Sigma to do this. And again, I just take the smallest amount. I'm just going to grab my beauty blender, no additional product, just any of that kind of powder residue that I used before I started this video from my setting powder, just to make sure that that's all nice and blended and ready to go. I want to go a bit extravagant with blush, so it's a Mad Hatter look, so I want it to be super vibrant. So I'm going to take this blush here. It is the third one in from the Makeup Revolution Sugar and Spice palette, and it is, I'll just show you the swatch. Most awkward place to swatch, this beautiful vibrant pink here. So that's what I'm going to go for. Use my Real Techniques blush brush. I'm going to start just here. And take it all the way to the back and slightly up here. And then we're going to really pile it on to apples of the cheeks. Just kind of blend the edges. So I'm going to take that same Subsolar shade. I hold my lash. And I'm just going to kind of place that above my brows. There. Kind of on my cubist bow. On my chin. The tiniest bit on the bridge of my nose. And then I'm just going to place a little bit on top of that blush. Okay, let me have an argument with this lash and I will get back to you. So I'm going to move on to the lips and leave my eyes alone for a moment. And I haven't got any of the lipsticks. I think I said that in my video for the Alice makeup. So I'm just kind of going to make my lipstick thing up as I go along. I'm using Pure Heroine from MAC. And then kind of on top of that, just in the centre, I'm using this one from NYX and this is called Twisted. And it's one of their high voltage lipsticks. Okay, I'm going to go do something with my hair and I'll be back.